Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2, and I'm back again with another movie review. Recently, I went to see Transcendence, starring Johnny Depp and Morgan Freeman. I didn't know the actress who played Evelyn Castor, but I thought that she did a really splendid job. Of course, Depp was my ultimate favorite. He played the role of the husband, Will Castor, and of course, Morgan Freeman played the role of Joshua, who worked in their IT firm. And the whole story is a cautionary tale about how far we've come as a society with our technology and AI and fusion of what we would consider nanotechnology, that kind of thing. And it gets really it goes really into depth with that, I think, and I just feel that it is a very thought-provoking film, and I absolutely loved it. I just thought that it was exemplary and spectacular and nothing short of amazing. Of course, a lot of people are saying, no, it was terrible. Well, no, look, it's telling you the truth. And I'm a futurist, and I like technology, don't get me wrong, but this movie definitely shows if we continue along the same path that we're on right now, it could mean our destruction as a race. And our humanity will have been squandered. And here's the thing, give me nature any day. Nature by far is probably the most beautiful thing to commune with, and even though it has its own spirit, we can interact with it a lot better than we can with technology, something that can develop its own sentience. And basically the story is about this. It's about what if we put a consciousness onto into a computer. It would have limitless possibilities, but of course it would need more power. And he actually, Evelyn uses PIN to do this, and PIN is a sentient device that apparently is self-aware. And this delves up a lot of questions, I think, for us, especially for those amongst our society who are in love with AI, which I like the idea of AI, don't get me wrong, but when you go past a certain point, is there any going back and saying, no, we can't do that, that's going a little bit beyond the line, and giving credence to something that really shouldn't have any credence, giving power to something that shouldn't have any power. Where does humanity end and technology begin is the entire question that is poised here, I believe, and that's what makes this movie so heady and absolutely brilliant. It is just one of those movies that really makes you think. At least I feel it does, and it gave me a lot of pause, and it made me shiver within myself. And I was thinking, I am a futurist, of course, but there's only a certain extent to what I will trust technology, and I think that a lot of evil has come from our today's technology. Let me give you an example. The so-called Arab Spring was caused by Twitter. Yes, it was helpful, but on the other case it was also detrimental, and those people are still warring, and there is a coup. And of course, those who are in the know, I have friends from Egypt that will tell you this personally, it is a coup. The people in Russia are upset over Facebook, and the fact is, it's taken away a lot of what we call FaceTime or sociability between human beings. We need interaction. We are social entities. This is what I learned from Anthropology 101. We are supposed to be social creatures. We get along better in groups than we do by ourselves. No man is an island. Of course, that is a true statement, although I know it's a cliche. It is absolutely verifiable. This truth has been carried along from our ancestors until now, and it's going to continue. And a lot of people say, oh, I feel so alone. I feel like I'm a ghost walking in the city. I feel that way when I'm walking amongst people and I don't feel like I fit in with my fellow man. It's because of this overbearing, continuous barrage of information that we get from our friend the internet. Now, the internet is a good thing. Yeah, there are many good beneficial elements that come from our technology, yes. However, this shows that if you trust too much in it, it can be detrimental and destructive and just plain devastating. It is just one of those things that you cannot put your entire trust in. It is beyond the confines of what is known as a soul or humanity, and there is a certain sinister quality to that. There is unfeeling, calculated, mechanistic feel, and that's what it is. It's a machine. It does not. It just does what it wants to do. It's like in if you've seen Akira, and I think this is the best segue I can make and best analogy. But when Tetsuo gains all of that power and it grows to the point where he can't control it anymore, he is basically consuming everything in his wake, and of course, Kaneda realizes this, and only the other psychic kids can stop him. So it's the technology in the wrong hands, in the under the aegis of people who think they're helping humankind, can be detrimental if not handled properly. So that is what this film is all about. And Johnny Depp, he's absolutely sensational. It is a thriller. It is suspenseful. It makes you think. I think that it is an absolutely ingenious film. It is it may be slow going for a lot of people, but I just think that it's very smartly written and it keeps you engaged. It was 2 hours long, but for me it was just a blink of an eye, because this kind of subject matter is something that I'm very passionate about, and I have read many books about it, and I had to explain to my father what was going on, and he said, oh, and then he understood. There are a lot of things in the film that were symbolic that I thought were just beautifully done. It was absolutely lovely. Music was great. It was very electronic and synthetic and very synthesizer-y, if that's a word. It blended in with the orchestral sounds for the background, and it was a nice blending of sound. I thought, I've got the soundtrack because I've had to have it. I thought that it was also a love story. I'm not going to say why, but there's a certain theme throughout this about nature as well, which I'm such a diligent believer in. I believe that nature is the one thing that keeps us together, and if you read hidden messages in water, you realize that water is an element that can only understand positive feedback, positive emotions. So that's what nature understands. Nature is a positive force. Technology is on the other side of that. So it's actually a little bit in the area of gray, but you just have to be careful, and that's what this film really teaches us, I think. I know there are a lot of people that are giving it bad reviews, but I don't care. I just think that it should get more plaudits than what it is receiving, because it's really incredible, and it gives you the idea of what we could do with our technology, medically speaking. And I would love to see this happen, but then there's a certain part of me that says, no, 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 no. You can do this with you can do this with herbal medicine better than you can with nanotechnology. So that part of me is in conflict all the time. But yes, we've had our natives, our ancestors have given us this ability and this knowledge, this wisdom to use herbs. That's why it's called sage, and that's why they're called sages. Sorry, I'm sorry, I had to go into that. This is a little bit of a rant, but fantastic film, absolutely incredible, really interesting. I'm never going to look at silica the same way ever again. I'll tell you why if you ask me. It's just a slight spoiler, but I can't stop thinking about silica. This movie is really quite fascinating, and I just think that it should be something that everybody should talk about and everybody should see it, because it's just that important. But yeah, I highly doubt that everybody's going to, because of the truth in it, and that's what art is really about. It's about truth. I give Transcendence 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, hands down, no questions asked. And that's all I have to say for now. So live long and prosper. Ciao, Zuzi.